All right, fantastic. Well, we're going to get started. I think it's high noon. So this is the day that many have been anticipating for a long time. This has been more than a year in the planning to come to this day when we get to unveil the Bigfoot Plaza. And it's an honor and a privilege to have Mr. Chandler here with us today, who's the founder of Bigfoot. I'm going to say just a little bit. I want to hand this over to him, and then we'll have the unveiling. Does that sound okay? All right, so I just want to tell you that it was a little longer a year ago, something like that. My city administrator and I were thinking about what can we do with this vacant property that's here just to the west of City Hall. It's not totally vacant. There is a natural gas pipeline that runs right here. It's a very large one. And it prohibits us from being able to build anything here. So Steve and I were talking about it. The suggestion was made, what if we approached Bigfoot and try to find out if they would be willing to maybe send a truck out there so that people would know that we're the home of Bigfoot now. And so I didn't have to twist an arm, I didn't have to beg, not at all. The first thing Ann said, I think, was absolutely, we would love to be able to do that. And Bob, her husband, where's Bob? So we got Bob and Ann Trent. They're the CEOs of the company now. And Bob Chandler, the original founder of Bigfoot, the guy who invented the whole thing, that now is an icon to the monster truck industry that's known worldwide. You know, I see a lot of kids in the crowd. Who here has ever played with a Bigfoot monster truck? Absolutely, I have too. So I tell you what, it's not. I mean, we have hundreds of companies here in Pacific, hundreds of companies, and only a few have global recognition like Bigfoot does. And it takes a lot to get to that notoriety. It takes something special. And for a company like that to find Pacific and say, we want to invest in Pacific and call Pacific home from now on, I'm just thrilled to have him here. So without taking up any more of his time with you, I'd like to introduce Mr. Bob Chandler, and then I would like it one more time just after you're done, Ann. Okay? Here's Bob.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the Mayor and the Board of Aldermen and the Tourism Bureau for setting this up. Also, Pacific, the people in Pacific, the businesses in Pacific for welcoming us to to Pacific. So that's been great for us. And who else? I thank Ann and Bob Trent, my daughter and son-in-law, for helping set this up. And they are running the company, and I've got it easy right now. They're running the company for us, and my son and other daughter work for Bigfoot, and they seem to run it. They do a good job of running the company. So, Marilyn's here somewhere, there she is, started this company with Jim Kramer 45 years ago. And we've been to 26 countries. We've been in 8 movies, and probably every dome and coliseum and arena in the U.S. and Canada. And it's been great for us, and I want to thank everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any of you who know me know how much I really like doing this. I think he thanked everybody that we really wanted to make sure we thanked. I know the mayor really worked with MoDOT to actually get approval to actually be able to do this here because we're so close to the highway. I want to thank all the Bigfoot employees who helped put the truck together, and then also them and Big Boy Towing who actually got it sitting here yesterday. It was supposed to be like an hour-long project, turned into like a 5-hour-long project. But it was worth it. Also wanted to invite you all to the rescheduled Bigfoot open house. The current date right now we're looking at is August 15th. It'll be a little different because obviously we'll try to keep people from being completely on top of each other. We'll still do some extra additional things, but hopefully you guys can all come out. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. And again, thanks to everybody if you're in Pacific or if you've just been fans for years or whatever, because this is the coolest thing ever. Thank you.
All right. So before we have the unveiling, there's a few people in the crowd I wanted to recognize. Way back in the back is Alderman Andy Nemeth in the green, waving to you. Thanks, Andy, for being here. We've got the President of the Chamber of Commerce for Pacific, Miss Sarah Summers. And are there any other elected officials that are here? No.
Jim Kramer here, though.
Say again?
We have Jim Kramer right now.
Jim Kramer?
Yes.
Minister Kramer, hello, sir. I've not met you, sorry. We'll take care of that. Okay. So this has been a collaboration of several organizations working well together, and it's a great example of what can happen when the city works together to get something done. And it would really be short-sighted to me if I don't tell you about our tourism commission. All right, we've got a very special lady that's here today. Jennifer, would you say hi to everybody? Jennifer is the president of our tourism commission. All right, so when we got the green light from Bigfoot and we had all the details ironed out, we went to Jennifer and her team and said, this is what we'd like to do. The funding for this project came from two sources. One is from the Tourism Commission, who paid for all of what you see here with the exception of this truck. All right, so the concrete, the landscaping, the labor. Mr. Kurt Understall, where's Pete? Pete's in the back raising his hand. He's representing KJ Understall Construction, who did the work here, and the subcontractors. If there's any of you here, thank you for such an excellent job. They worked with the Tourism Commission, and those funds came solidly from what is raised when someone sleeps here. All right, so with our hotel tax and our bed and breakfast tax, that is what is collected and is used for projects like this. In my mind, this is the absolute best use of those funds, because it's going to draw tourism off the highway. People have already, this morning, I was here blowing things off, and there was 3 cars that came off the highway. What is that? What is this? You know, so it's going to happen that folks are going to be attracted. There you heard another one. And that person's going to come back here, I guarantee you, and check this out. All right, so it's about tourism, folks. We're creating a tourism destination in Pacific right now, and you're standing on one of them. So I'm excited to have you guys here. Let's not delay the unveiling any farther. Thank you to every single person that turned out today to be here in this heat. And to Bigfoot fans all around the world, you're welcome to come in Pacific and visit anytime. All right, so let's do the unveiling. Okay. All right. There we go. Yay!